Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, so these are collective readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so we have unexpected income in reverse, living room in reverse, success in love, okay, theft, wow, great happiness, and then grief and adversity. Alright, so this is to do with some sort of lover ex love interest who wants to bring about a lot of grief and have you overcoming a lot of adversities surrounding a theft, okay? They got some sort of unexpected income through some sort of theft and maybe house robbing, okay, premeditated robbery. They was really happy, okay? This made them really happy. They've got a little child. Something could be to do with them being really childish, okay? Very childish. Could share a child with this masculine or feminine, okay? We've got plan. And then we've got evil government officials. So this could be an ex who's teamed up with evil government officials, and with this plan, they are trying to plant some sort of evidence, alright? Then we've got emergency, alright? Then we've got toxic. So toxic government officials are helping an ex, okay, who's got some sort of a gangster mentality, who is nothing but a clout chaser, alright? Then we've got black collar crimes. A judge is involved, well connected, so covering up crime group. We've got kidnap and attempted ending. Wow. Wow. Something to do with an aeroplane, alright? Maybe wanting to jet out, okay, with some sort of stolen money, wanting to get away. There's something to do with camera, alright? Making out like you are unfit because they want your money. Alright, so could have tried to take hold of some sort of money, take hold of some child or children, wanted to plant some sort of evidence, put in some cameras or devices, or hacking into devices, definitely something surrounding camera, alright? Gangster mentality, clout chaser, could have wanted to take flight, definitely kidnap and attempted ending involved, bringing about a lot of grief. And then we've got child abduction. Then we've got mental magic and under investigation, okay? Want to see this masculine or feminine ended on camera. Wow. Wow. So wanted to see their own ex ended on camera, child abduction, and quite possibly the child or children are in actual danger. A corrupt social worker involved, okay? We've got empath v narcissist paradigm. So I'm getting that this ex is a narcissist, okay? Doesn't feel anything. Doesn't feel anything. We've got roles reversed. Wanted to play roles reversed. And then we've got police involved in corruption. Wanted to play roles reversed because this is the devil at work. This is the devil at work. So this narcissist is literally a devil in a meat suit, okay, linking with other devils in a meat suit. Even people aged 75 to 80 is involved, okay? So mentally retarded 75 to 80-year-olds are even involved in this child abduction, even involved in taking some sort of money, and even involved in some sort of premeditated ending. So child or children are in danger, basically. Was getting illegal protection. Illegal protection from the powers, and everyone is reporting back, okay? We've got linking to foster family. We're going to get some sort of confirmation surrounding a case. Stealing some sort of inheritance or some sort of fruits of labour, old money, new money, hiding money under their bed. Oh my lord. And we've got surgeon. So somebody could be paying for surgery with some stolen money, alright? With this stolen wealth, someone is paying for surgery, and there's some sort of like insurance job or inheritance job. Confusion spells. So they wanted to end their ex and then take whatever the child or children would have like inherited had the parent passed away. We've got trauma bonding, because they want to be able to explore and travel the world, okay? Could have bought some sort of a car, alright? Went to some sort of holiday home. Someone could have flew abroad, alright? Checked in abroad. Raiding family members. So family members getting raided, okay? Bringer of bad news and bad luck. So basically, they have been filing some sort of false ambulance call-outs with social services, alright, to get social services to help with this kidnap. They've been doing a heart attack ritual. So there's a lot of dark energy work, Want your destiny swap. So they was doing destiny swap, okay, conflict spells. Glamour spells. Toxic relationships, and then glamour spells again. Wow. So they've spent a lot of money on doing some sort of glamour spells, conflict spells, chaos magic, okay, drama magic, confusion spells, mental magic, alright, and then filing false reports, false ambulance call-outs after conflict spells, drama spells, and mental magic, and then calling ambulances, okay, after doing mental magic. Weirdos. Back to school. So they are all acting very, 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 very childish. Very childish, very childish. They are acting so childish, it's unbelievable. So there's a lot of false reports, what they've been filing, alright? We've got justice, and we've got mobster. So someone who thinks is some sort of like mobster, alright? Someone who's like got some sort of gangster mentality, but that's just because their head's gone. They're not. We've got fire magic. They're doing fire magic, chakra magic to knock someone out of balance, their victim out of balance. So a lot of magic. God removed them from your life, and because they was removed from masculine or feminine's life, they decided to make deals with the darkness, okay, to keep someone trapped in a toxic cycle and try and force masculine or feminine to go back to a toxic relationship. And because masculine or feminine doesn't want to go back, they've had everything stolen, children kidnapped, evil government officials are trying to plant evidence, alright, because they think this masculine or feminine should go back to a toxic ex. Wow. Years of investigations. They went and they did a power of attorney, sharing ending videos on the dark web, and they are working for the devil. Wanting this masculine or feminine to hold back on their skills, so they just sit back, look, here's the false reports. Sit back, lay back, you do nothing, roll over, and just what have you. They teamed up with a local bike, okay? Everyone's had their taco, and there's planning a knife attack, okay? So they've teamed up with a local bike who everyone's had their taco, and they're planning a knife attack. They're a drinker, okay? They want this on recording, or they wanted to get this on recording, and then they're burning evidence surrounding a premeditated knife attack, trying to push this masculine or feminine to the max. There's a killer couple. A killer couple involved using black magic on court cases. So they could be doing some sort of court candles, death spells. Death spells. Oh my lord. Brother is involved, okay, in doing mental magic and some sort of false investigations. With this like submarine, they've gone really deep into this with these corrupt coppers. They've gone really deep into this with these corrupt coppers, selling indecent images, selling videos, alright, snatching kids with these corrupt coppers, doing mental magic, probably linking to Freemasons. They have about 20 accounts in their name, or their child or children's name, fake accounts, Lucifer. So the Luciferians, and they're all on a mission to throw this masculine or feminine off. They're about to lose everything. They're about to lose absolutely everything. Jealous of this masculine or feminine's gifts, so they want them for themselves. And there's something to do with indecent images. Someone who's 4'3", alright. Someone who's aged 60 to 65 involved, 50 to 55, 55 to 60. Narcissist. Spiritual warfare. Not liking this divine protection. Chakra magic, throat chakra magic, definitely. Shit stirrer. A father. Rituals backfired, okay. Local police force all involved in cover-ups. Dream killer. So local law are all involved, okay, in cover-up. Set of energy vampires. An ex is involved in stealing some sort of money, alright. Involved in gang stalking. They was drinking at a hotel or a pub or a club or a bar, alright. Heart chakra blockages. We've got 1 million to 2 million, alright. Someone with red hair involved. A grandma is involved. A dodgy attorney is involved. A fake tarot reader is involved. Someone who's got like an inflated ego. A coffee drinker is involved. Wow. Fake accounts, copying your style, creating illusions and confusions. A mother figure is involved. Here's a corrupt judge. Here's the corrupt judge. Somebody's wife is involved. Teamwork, okay? They've all been doing this. Somebody who is bald is involved. We've got weirdos lurking. They could have with this toilet and camera, even cameras in masculine or feminine's toilet, and then uploading these indecent images online. We've got Wi-Fi, something to do with Wi-Fi. They have Wi-Fi hacked. Sending in flying monkeys. Someone is 4'8", okay. No remorse for anything they do. Planning masculine or feminine's funeral. Wow. With this corrupt attorney. Wow, wow, wow. 10 to 20,000 pound. We've got a baker, baking shop, sandwich shop, alright, a baker, kidnapping children, a baker, sandwich shop, alright. Someone doing take me back spells. Somebody who could be liking bees, alright, could have a bee tattoo involved. Some sort of lunacy spells. Someone aged 40 to 45 involved, alright. A lot of people involved paying for spell work. Past life karmics, hidden legal documents. So there's legal documents, alright, there's a lot of people getting involved because it's a substantially large amount of money, okay? Substantially large amount of money. So they're all watching this masculine or feminine. Don't want to lose, but they're losing anyways. Trying to throw everyone off with dark energy, okay? They don't want no witness to these crimes a primary school teacher or maybe even a secondary school teacher is involved. Okay, in kidnap as well, in some sort of gang stalking to make masculine or feminine erupt, alright, with a corrupt lawyer to filing false reports, calling ambulances, alright, to mess with somebody's anxiety, thinking it is hilarious. They're very toxic, very toxic, very, very toxic. X is stalking, putting a price on their own ex's head from stolen money, what they've took. This is a false twin, fake twin, fallen twin flame. There's a lot of people feeding info back to the ops. So many people involved because it's a lot of money. So there's a lot of people who's going to be going down, but I'm getting like some sort of spell work on the justice system, alright, because these toxic people, they've got away with crimes of a similar nature before, and anyone who knows everything about spell work, they're going to them, okay. We've got knife crimes. I did say there was some sort of a knife there with that knife. So they've knifed someone before or threatened to, alright? Threatened to, but again, a child or children, they are in danger, but these toxic law enforcement, they don't care. All they care about is the money so they can pay for sex workers, alright? So they can party, so they can celebrate, so it's pointless any of them ever having a badge or even roaming around in the police car because they don't do shit. Let me tell you that. This police force doesn't do shit. 20 to 25, they do nothing. They do nothing for the local community. All they do is abuse their power position, and they don't want anyone to have a brain, alright? They want to be able to do all the thinking, cashing checks, alright? Playing mind games, sleep spells, think they can control you. So there's been a lot of premeditated robbery, okay? Knife attacks, attempted endings, alright, surrounding this ex, and other people have been helping them because they took hold of some sort of money. We've got dirty military. So this could be actively serving, okay, or ex-military involved. Watching your every post. Track and tracing your moves for malicious reasons. So, phone has been hacked, alright. Everywhere masculine or feminine goes, they are being watched, gang stalked, alright. It's been going on for a long time. A lot of spiritual warfare, more magic, trafficking ring. So that is a child trafficking, okay, ring, which is probably why they've snatched the child or children to have them in a trafficking ring. A GUN trafficking ring, okay, the adult trafficking ring, and DRUG trafficking. The unbelievers of God hit the Luciferians, and they make deals with the devil, which is weird. Very weird. Very weird. Officials bribe with BLOOD money to not investigate crimes. It's been a long battle for justice, and because these officials have been bribed, we've got corrupt doctor and nurses paid to poison their victim to death. So that's many ways, shape or form that they've tried to end masculine or feminine's life. They've been getting involved in ceremonial magic, witchcraft and rituals, okay? Driving around, looking for a new victim. Use masculine or feminine's ID overseas to open a bank account in this masculine or feminine's name, and quite possibly child or children. So we've got families joined forces and now they're all getting locked up. So they're all getting locked up for all these rituals, okay? Conjuring that up of a low vibrational frequency, mirror magic, mental magic, okay? And they will be locked up in prison for life, okay? The ones who's got involved, their children will be put up for adoption, and the law is going to get changed surrounding this. We've got child abduction, grooming, blackmail, brainwashing, black magic, MK Ultra for money, child trafficking. So they've just snatched the kids, give them to an ex, okay, and put the children in a child trafficking ring, okay, to cause more pain and more grief, alright? And they played dirty for the love of money that was never even theirs in the first place. A whistleblower exposing it all claimed they had your gifts but dirt a Jezebel, so there's a Jezebel involved. There's a lot of bombs, big bombs. Big bombs. We've got manslaughter from these big bombs, alright? Revealed for being a spiteful hater, venomous snakes, so standing trial. And then relatives from out of town in premeditated ending for the love of money and probably premeditated ending on the child or children who they abducted because they've got a life insurance policy on the child or children and they want what's rightfully the children's by law. So they took everything off one of the parents, okay, took the children, and then want to end one of the children's parents, and then the child or children, because they want what they should stand to inherit. A hitman who was paid is helping a detective now, linking to cottage witches, hedge witches, kitchen witch, urban witch, tech witch or warlock, sir. And then they've been signing a contract in BLOOD with the devil to come against this masculine or feminine and their child or children. Archangel Michael stopped them. Thank God for Archangel Michael. Linking to bank fraud, RICO, under investigation for years, probably embezzlement, accessory to an ending, assisting or aiding, because they're trying to end the child or children, and it's linking to ritualistic abuse, cult ties, coven ties, dark witches and dark warlocks. New haters recruited all the time. Life insurance policy they can't cash in on, exposed and scared, and they think you know too much. They're going to have to pay everything back and compensation on top of that. They didn't expect their victim to be so powerful. They're all struggling with greed, pure mammon, okay? They are cold-hearted, cold-blooded enders, psychopaths, sociopaths and narcissists, and they'll be arrested when they least expect it. They think they own the town, heads gone. They group together to take wealth and now they're in debt with the devil. And his ex, along with other people, tricked everyone into their own demise. Tricked everybody into their own demise because now they're going to get a maximum penalty for everything they've been doing because they've been going on spree endings. Hidden life insurance policy inside of their home. So they've been going on spree endings. Business deal gone wrong, exposed, spree endings. Baby dada or baby mama involved, family, alright, spree endings. Wow. Just wow. We've got ninth house, truth. So whichever masculine or feminine is speaking the truth, the other one, the ex, is saying, oh, it's all in her head, alright. We've got literature, the law, the courts, academic matters, higher mind, mental exploration. So there has been a lot of mental magic, but again, going to that, they don't want you to be able to think, alright. They want you to be dumb. This could be why they tried to poison someone to death, because they didn't want to have them to have a brain cell to be able to string a sentence together, alright. So that's that poison manipulation, venom manipulation, okay? Wow. So people who work within the law, corrupt law, and corrupt courtroom is involved. Hidden life insurance policy in this baby mama or baby dadda's family home surrounding this masculine or feminine and their child or children, okay? An official's bribe with BLOOD money by another corrupt law official to not investigate. That's just absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. Because they don't want no one to get to the bottom of this, because they wanting to end the child or children. Wow. We've got 10th house, authority figures, action, profession, respect, honour, father and debts. So there's a father figure involved who wanted to pay off their debts. This could be DRUG debts, okay? Debts like bills, you know, stuff like that. And someone's used their profession to abuse it. Someone who works in authority figures, has used their profession to abuse their power position. They still demand some sort of respect. Okay, that's why they don't want to be exposed, because everyone will lose respect for them. Dirty law exposed for cover-ups, took bribes. Oh my lord, they've been spending it all on SEX workers, alright, obviously SEX trafficking, okay, DRUG trafficking, and even the police are running around like they think there's some sort of fucking mafia. They are roaming around like there's some sort of bloody mafia, but they're just a set of corrupt coppers who's demonically possessed, alright? Wanted to be ranked by the devil in hell. No way, no way. Wants to be ranked by the bloody devil. Yeah, gold diggers, bombs, bum, 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 bum. So a set of big, dirty bums of a police force. Big bum police force. Some right big bums in this police force who always abuse their position of trust. So you cannot trust this police force whatsoever. You cannot even trust this local law and anyone in this hometown, because they're all a set of gold diggers, all a set of big bums who think they own the town. Big bums. Proper big bums. Proper disgusting, dirty big bums. Oh, they'll all be arrested for when they least expect it. Manslaughter, the lot. Assault and battery, okay? So, assault and battery. Honestly. Enemies all join forces to get you locked up, to cover up. So all false reporting, all bullying, using masculine or feminine as a scapegoat and trying to end this masculine feminine and their child or children multiple times, and corrupt law is involved because they're a set of big fat dirty bums, darling. I mean, they might have little waists like this, alright, but they're a hefty, big massive demon in spirit what's latched onto their back and riding hell out of their back, or it's actually just squeezed inside of their body and they've never even been bothered to turn towards Jesus, okay, and exorcise that demon and get rid of that demon, because they don't really care. They don't really care. But local corrupt law, they love gang stalking. They do. And then getting pissed on up, alright, paying for SEX workers. No way. No way. Someone's secret gay, alright. We've got DRUGS red. We've got local crackheads, alright. We've also got, local crackheads involved. Local crackheads involved in stalking. A lot of underhanded behaviour. Chaos spells. So it all just turned into a set of dark witches, dark warlocks, and they're all at it with each other. They're all at it with each other and sliding in bed with everyone because, look, they're all a set of snakes. So this hometown is full of some right hefty snakes, but some of them, they could be really slim, but in spirit, they're nothing but a long, big, fat snake. Let me tell you that. There's a lot in my hometown. All of them just slithering and sliding round, and they're just getting longer and longer and fatter and fatter and fatter in spirit. They really are. Again, they don't want you to use your brain. They want you to be dumb, all right? They want to dumb everybody down. Someone who used to be in the army is involved. Police involved in a shit ton of corruption because the corruption just runs deep. It just runs deep. It runs very, very deep. Very deep. Wrongfully medicating, all right, this masculine or feminine with poisoned medication, falsified medication, poisoned medication. I don't know. We've got a builder involved who's nothing but a shit stirrer. All right, don't have to be a builder now. All right, but they've always been a shit stirrer. They're 65 to 70. All right, and they're nothing but a hefty snake who's always been a shit stirrer, who's probably a massive crackhead who keeps getting raided. No one's allowed a brain in this hometown. All right, no one is allowed a brain in this hometown, okay? So it's just like a brain dead community. It's like a brain dead community. I don't know. Who like to abuse like communications. So fake ambulance call outs again, fake police call outs. Trying to get masculine or feminine on SEX tier. This is where these cameras come on in so they can sell them online. And the child or children. Not treating you like you're dumb. Because it's just a very mind manipulating hometown. But like I say, it's full of long, massive snakes. Long snakes. Long, very long snakes. They're just getting longer and wider and slithering around, alright? And when I say slithering around, I mean they're absolutely slithering around. Could be single. I mean, if the full town is full of slithery, slimy serpents, okay, who want to rob the life out of people, take everything away from you, I suppose you're not going to want to lay down with these slithery, slimy serpents who think they can just walk all over you, trample all over you, alright, because you've got a good heart. So like, oh look, they've got a good heart, we're just going to keep getting away with all this. Yeah, you all get involved, everyone get involved for of sorts, wanting to put masculine or feminine in isolation, something to do with aeroplane. Again, some of them have been catching flights with stolen money, all the freezer, causing heartbreak, playing games, walking all over, alright, trampling. They want this destiny for themselves, okay? They want this heart. They wish they had this good heart with Billy Big Bollocks, who's a corrupt attorney, who wants to keep their victim in isolation and wish they had a good heart like this, but they're not. They're corrupt, they're sinister, they're evil, That's the truth. And they've been wanting to bring harm to child or children. 6 of Cups in reverse. They're very childish and time's running out. They want to bring an ending to child or children with this childish, evil, corrupt judge. Childish, evil, corrupt judge who wish that they had a good heart. They are trying to bring an ending to some sort of union, the Star card in reverse, because they're unhealed, or they're trying to block some sort of healing. 6 of Swords again, trying to keep masculine or feminine trapped in a toxic environment, okay? Trying to poison masculine or feminine. We've got a foreigner card with some sort of foreign bodies via medication, okay? via some sort of tampering to make masculine or feminine ill, because they don't like seeing anybody happy. They've had it all mapped out. Eight of Pentacles have all been working together with the Strength card, with the Beast, because they wanted to eat well, taking this Ten of Pentacles, always taking gifts under the table. Ten of Swords in reverse, and then we've got like an X card. They could want to wipe themselves out now, because they just wanted to act like big man and smile about it, and was splash spending, trotting around like they're some sort of celebrity, and now they're thinking about wiping themselves out now. Thinking about wiping themselves out. Seven of Cups in reverse and Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Illusions have been broken. It was a bad investment. It was a very bad investment, okay? Trying to block some sort of justice, even block child or children from reaching out to the other parent because they're childish and they like to gamble, okay, with child or children's life, creating some sort of confusion to stop child or children from moving forward. They've all been pulling up chairs, discussing, alright, who gets what money, and sacrificing. Seven of Swords in reverse, they've been caught out, maybe online. Five of Wands in reverse, these enemies making out like they're not even enemies anymore. Four of Wands in reverse, it's a very ruthless hometown who are involved in sacrificing child or children. So even corrupt law are involved in child ending, and even corrupt law are involved in not letting someone move forward from a toxic relationship and not letting the parent with the child or children get to a place of safety, because they will gang stalk them. They will gang stalk them. Okay? They was investing in some sort of foreign psychiatrist or foreign doctor or some sort of foreign solicitor to help making deals, to help whip everything away, because they wanted this masculine or feminine to be in poverty, alright, but they've got a very poor head, a very poor heart, and a very poor mentality, and go in for the boot, alright, cloaks being dropped, they've got no spiritual protection. So everyone was going to stick the boot in, you trample all over them, you do this, stick the boot in, all smiling about it, and then trotting around like there's some sort of celebrity going on shopping sprees. No way. With the King of Wands in reverse. A Leo, Sagittarius or Aries who's ruthless, who could maybe want to end themselves, okay? Ten of Swords in reverse and Seven of Pentacles in reverse, because it was a bad investment, and they just wanted to buy a house or a home or pay off their mortgage, and they wanted to eat well, and they did. They took this Ten of Pentacles, alright, and they was given a gift, okay, to try and drain someone of their energy. Five of Pentacles in reverse, they just wanted to come out of poverty, okay, and start acting all posh and going on bloody shopping sprees, buying sticks from abroad and stuff. Hell yeah, I'm going abroad. I'll get these sticks from abroad. You go in, you stick the boot in. No, it don't matter about these kids' lives being in danger. As long as we've got these crackheads fed with the crack addiction, alright? Who cares about the kids? Crackheads are more important. But they're not, are they? Alright? So recruiting crackheads, the local crackheads, to get involved in gang stalking. Maybe they wasn't putting money into these crackheads' accounts, alright? Just a ball of crack. And maybe even this judge is actually a crackhead. So we've got a crackhead judge. A crackhead judge who wanted to steal this money to buy crack, to help a crackhead. So crackhead judge. Oh, Six of Cups in reverse, was very childish. Was proper smiling about it. Proper smiling about blocking justice. Ugh. I wanted to isolate their victim. Because they've got a good heart. So then they like to play games with this Billy Big Bollocks. ex, alright, who's a corrupt attorney, who was proper smiling about being a childish, arrogant little run. But it's like it, you know. The whole law firms are very childish. Whole police, okay, lawyers, judges, solicitors, even the council, they're very, very childish. And they're all God's runts, darling. They're all God's runts. They're all God's runts. Everyone who works in the local government, they're all God's runts. They are. They are. Somebody who used to work in a bank, okay, was dreaming about getting the wrong person locked on up with this setup, alright, because they wanted money transferring into their account. They did. Someone could be losing the job because of this, okay. They just thought it was some sort of race to the top. So it was fabricating evidence, and everyone was going to stick the boot in. We've got 2 of cups in reverse to help an ex, alright, to derail someone with a chariot in reverse and play a lot of mind games and bring about some sort of heartbreaking event with these deals behind closed doors to bring about a loss, but they're losing the jobs, okay? Loss of like job, okay? They're losing the jobs because they are trying to bring an end into child or children with this runty judge. So that's why they're losing the job, okay? They've been hacking accounts, hacking email address, okay? And anytime masculine or feminine asks for help from outside of hometowns, they will block that. And I'll tell you why they block that. Because they don't want to go to prison. They don't want to go to prison, okay? And his ex is losing absolutely everything. Working to a pentacle reverse with a dangerous low vibration. With a dangerous low vibrational, okay? It's just shocking how far these exes try and go. Sacrificing happiness, okay, because they want some sort of gifts for themselves. Sacrificing happiness, like sacrificing somebody for their gifts, because they was very happy about that. Like, they just wanted this masculine offering's happiness, the children, the money, okay, and they was all smiling about it while they was putting money into their bank accounts. Oh my Lord. Jezebel Club. So they've been helping Jezebel. Jezebel deserves the world. So they've been helping Jezebel, alright, because Jezebel's been giggling and laughing about it. They've been helping Jezebel, they have. They've been smiling and laughing with Jezebel while Jezebel's trying to get money put in their account or some gifts of some sort of DRUG, tobacco, fags and stuff, and Jezebel's been loving it. Let me tell you that. Jezebel's been loving it. BLOOD rituals, BLOOD magics and BLOOD contracts with this Jezebel, who also got involved in an attempted ending, and the neighbour's about to be charged because they've been caught out. They've got multiple fake social media accounts to watch their victims from. They've got fake IDs, okay? Always calling out an ambulance, thinking it's funny, recruiting more haters with this Jezebel. Someone's son is going to be charged, okay? Somebody's daughter is going to be charged. It's zombie nation, so everyone's just zombified because they just cracked out the red. That's what it is. Yeah. Extreme S abuse is involved. Fake court case to help Jezebel alright? There's been a lot of wars surrounding this money and using child's name on bank accounts. So stolen child or children's identity, they're all facing jail time. They want to end a child because they've got money in a child's name in an offshore overseas account, what they don't want the child to know about, okay? So they're even battling against the child and premeditating robbery, okay, from the child or children, and then selling a child on dark web activity, illegally watching their victim, dark web hitman, hired, scam artist, somebody used to work in a chip shop at some point. Oh my lord, oh my lord. Some of them they've been meeting in a church. This is opening up of cold cases because they're linking to similar crimes and they've been getting away with this for so long. I could just feel like a pull on that. Oh, wow, because it's just pulling me in a low vibrational frequency. Right, so fraud bank accounts. They've got a lot of fraud bank accounts in this masculine or feminine's name and their child or children's name, and they're just shifting money around. They're corrupt to the core, and they're going to end up a maximum security prison, major criminal enterprise, decades of criminal activity, and they're all mentally retarded. Alright, everyone who's been going along with them is just as dumb as them. They've been doing moon rituals and they want some sort of fame clout. So they are going to get that, okay? They're going to get locked up on maximum security prison, and it's going to be coming out on the news because they're desperate for clout for what they've done, okay? They wanted to sacrifice people for power. So, and want to end child or children for some sort of power and materialism, and they want fame for it. So, because they've been doing contracts with the devil, Jezebel, daughter, son getting charged, fake court case, all been warring, okay, to take this money, and they want to end a child because they've got offshore overseas account in child or children's name. A lot of dark web activity. Selling drugs, and then they just get raided. Try to end someone for money clout, earth magic. Some of them have been doing meet and greets with their favourite celebrities because they're proper desperate, alright, to get a picture with some of their favourite celebrities. So you'll probably see it on their social media. They've got involved in sacrificing masculine or feminine and their child or children because they want some sort of money, and they want to be like, I'm at top, I've beat them up at top, alright, and then go pop on off and meet their favourite celebrity. But look, the devil's ready to collect them, darling, okay? Because justice is going to be served. If you check on their computer, darling, they've been putting money in offshore overseas accounts. There's pictures of them with celebrities. They've been putting coinage in offshore overseas accounts, and someone's been propping themselves up at a bar. They're lacking any compassion, empathy or remorse, and they love to play games, but they've got no spiritual protection. They've not. Wow. They have been working to keep masculine or feminine in isolation, taking some sort of gifts, and then they want masculine or feminine to make out like they've wiped themselves out, because everyone keeps going to put the boot in, but with this 7 of Wands in reverse, they're all soulless. They're all soulless. All fighting for somebody else's gifts, which is a very soulless thing to do. Fighting for someone else's gifts, skills and talents to become their gifts, skills and talents. Doing a lot of rituals and trying to end child or children for clout, man. Honestly. Black van parked up, abduction. So abducted the kids. They've done that with my kids. They've done this with my kids, like sacrificed me and my kids multiple times. And my little cherub, okay? And they want clout for it. My family, my friends, ex-friends, okay? My ex's family, alright? All their pals and a lot of people in Hull, they all want clout for being a baby murderer, alright? But they're very poor in the head, alright? Very poor mentality, very poor at heart, and they love to pay for crystal ball readings and spell work, but they want to keep it a secret because they've gone very, very dark, and they just wanted keys to some sort of a property, alright? They just wanted keys to some sort of property with this lawyer. So could have sold a property and thought that they could just walk on in, trample all over with this corrupt judge. Because the corrupt judge needs taking down. Yeah, the corrupt judge needs locking the fuck on up. Because they're pure evil. And they've got a very heavy heart. So could be getting involved in wanting to end child or children because they want a good heart. But they're never going to have a good heart. Okay? Even they've been doing fake accounts, corrupt law, online, and bullying. So even corrupt law have been bullying online from fake accounts. Even corrupt law have been bullying, alright? Transferring money to account. They've been flying on off, alright, to different countries. Alright, thinking it's funny, it's a Sarge, that's his truth. Flying on off to different countries, okay? After bullying. After whipping up a storm, alright. So even corrupt laws being involved in premeditated robbery and everything. It is like Hull. This corrupt attorney wanted somebody transferring to their account, so they took a gift under the table with this King of Swords in reverse, corrupt copper, alright, taking this wealth. Just disgusting. Just disgusting. Just disgusting. So they are very, very evil and very, very childish as well. With this childish attorney who was probably smiling about it. Smiling about it. Voice changer apps, okay? Ringing on up, alright, again. Online accounts fake. Online accounts and bullying from account to account to account. Because local law firm, police, lawyers, judges, solicitors, you're a set of bully boys and bully girls who rob the life out of other people, and they're very childish. But again, like I say, it's like Hull Crown Court, okay? Homicide police, Hull City Council, Hull magistrates, and local Hull law firms are exactly like this. They're very mentally retarded, who work in the darkness, and they conjure up devils and demons, alright, and sacrifice people, and then call them nutter, call them a nutter, because they're all Luciferians. Who like to stick the boot in and gamble with child or children's life because they don't care, look. They don't care. They really, they do not care. And neither does this ex, alright? They was just fantasise about keeping somebody in poverty, alright? Because it makes them bang on off down there and creating confusions and diversions and distractions. But Seven of Swords, they've been caught out. Absolute nightmare of a workforce. Absolute nightmare of a workplace. And someone was slamming somebody at a bank, alright, so they had that mapped out, alright. Somebody was slamming somebody at a bank, you know, an on-off love relationship, so they had that mapped out, okay, so they went in for the sacrifice. Oh my Lord. and then said, oh look, they're struggling with the mental health, they're confused, they're mentally unstable, we've got to call ambulance or we've got to call the police. It's a sword, that's the truth. So someone could be writing about how they keep getting their whole life ripped from them, and they will get anybody involved, anybody, and I mean absolutely anybody, to point the finger out and go, look at them when they're doing Baphomet rituals, which is a bad investment, with a judge who wants to keep it a secret, that they're involved in doing Baphomet rituals. So we've got a judge who's very poor at heart, very money power hungry, a lack of compassion, lack of empathy, lack of remorse, wants to act like big man, big woman, and they're a crackhead. And Six of Cups in reverse, they're very childish, but they act all mature when they're doing the reports, mature, and when people's backs is turned, they're very mentally retarded, okay, very childish, very, very immature, and again doing Baphomet rituals. They do this like mad. They do. They've been doing Baphomet rituals, every single ritual going, constantly, back to back. So come up, judge, take money under the table with my family and my ex's family, so they can shopping sprees, and they've just been going on shopping sprees for years and years and years, and constantly doing Baphomet rituals and sacrifice and ripping everything, and then back to back rituals and sacrifice. This is how they cover their tracks, when they rip everything. And then they start getting real childish, but they want to do it in secret because they're pure evil. Let me tell you that. So very pure evil police. That is the source, that's the truth. Very pure evil police force. Very pure evil judges. Very pure evil local authority, you know. Very pure evil lawyers who they're all just slamming each other. That's why they're going to end up in prison, okay? They are. For playing games. When it's not a game to be played, alright, dicing with child or children's life, but they don't care. Why should anyone be working in law when they're that severely mentally retarded? They all need dishonouring. They all need dishonouring. They all need to lose their job. They need to step the fuck on fucking down and give it over. Alright? Hand it up. But they don't want to, because they know they're going to get life in prison. Life in prison without the possibility of parole. Life in prison without the possibility of parole. It's just shocking how sinister they are. They're really annoying me. Some of these people came from out of town, so crackheads come from out of town, alright? It was deranged and strange. So all the hillbillies, all the deranged, all the strange, even people with one arm and one leg, one nod of the head, have been getting involved in this. Even the interbred, the incestuous, everybody, anybody. Not only can they not bring justice and stay loyal to the Most High, like how they got in this position in the first place, because they were supposed to bring justice, but they just love corruption and evil, alright? They can't even stay loyal to their partners. So if they can't even stay loyal to the partners, alright, then how are they going to stay loyal to bringing justice? They're not, are they? Because they're all snakes. Alright? They'll get a ring on the Miss Saw fella's finger and they'll start slithering and sliding on off and popping on off to friggin' Sandra's house. It's a very snaky town. So we've got accessory to murder, assisting or aiding. And then we've got paid to have you start organised crime. Then we've got starting arguments to make you look bad. Alright, scare tactics it is. Linking to human trafficking, social services and a satanic pedo ring. So a massive major satanic pedo ring in local hometown who are wanting to end the child or children because they've been trafficked. And multiple exes and ex-friends involved, jealous snakes targeted, so they wanted to get involved and traffic the child or children and thought it was funny. Oh look, you know, let's just snatch the kids, shall we? Ha 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 ha. It's so funny. Let's just end the kids and all. How funny is that? It's not, obviously, but this is what they're like because they're mentally retarded. So paid a law firm to block bringing you justice and they took a payment. And these karmic friends, yeah, who snatched the children and put them in a satanic pedo ring, talk about this masculine or feminine all day, all night, and they probably even talked about how they've kidnapped the child or children and got the masculine or feminine wrongfully locked up while they was abducting the children, grooming, blackmail, okay, brainwashing, black magic, MK Ultra for money, child trafficking, and a judge is hiding documents in a Masonic lodge, so that we've got a lot of mentally retarded Freemasons. Let me tell you that. Mentally retarded Freemasons, okay, who are doing this, and they're grasping each other for a lesser sentence. Mentally retarded Freemasons. They can't cover it up no more, that mental retardation, because it's starting to show, because all the mental magic is backfiring. They was trying to drive their victim insane with conjuring up devils and demons and trying to sacrifice them, their child or children, doing mental magic, and there's Baphomet rituals, satanic rituals, okay, sacrificing, snatching kids, and going, oh, they're a nutter, they're a nutter, they're a nutter. We've got a good judge who works with Archangel Michael, alright. Trying to drive you insane because they're insanely jealous. And they are all linking together, joining the dots and solving cold cases. So they've done this to others. Ex-wife, ex-husband, ex-girlfriend and ex-boyfriend. Any one of them who's willing to be a dirty little nonce, they'll be like, right, you don't like childish trafficking, do you? No. Right, well, we're going to snatch your kids. We're going to take absolutely everything. Seven of Swords in reverse have been caught. We're going to snatch your kids. We're going to take absolutely everything. And we're going to make sure we trap your kids in a satanic pedo ring and do Baphomet rituals and satanic rituals on them and magic on them to keep them trapped, because we don't want them to see the truth that we've actually trapped them in a satanic pedo ring. So, second house, values, assets, money, self-worth, security, stability and spiritual abundance. So they have no values. They have no values. They have no values whatsoever. They're all heartless. The hearts are very, 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 very heavy. They don't care. They really, really, they do not care. Are they going to lose their law firm for the level of corruption? So we've got self-worth trying to affect masculine or feminine self-worth, and a child or children's self-worth with snatching them and surrounding them with pedos who keep trying to kill them, trying to affect their security, alright? And obviously with cameras, that stability, financial stability, emotional stability, mental stability, and that spiritual abundance is what they want, because they're energy vampires. They will be named and shamed publicly, which is hopefully sooner rather than later, because they're doing this to affect the child or children's health as well, because they think it's funny. And that's why these various judges, solicitors, attorneys and these coppers need locking on up for life, and the law needs to change surrounding these Luciferians. It really does. It really does. It really does. And the law needs to be changed surrounding this, because they're planning an SEX attack. Took money to pay off debts. Life in prison. without the possibility of parole, which is great. Life in prison. Just life in prison. $15 to 20 years in prison for some. Someone smashed the phone in a rage because maybe they got raided. Maybe they got raided and they're getting really mad, alright, because they keep getting raided and they want to end child or children, alright, for this life insurance policy because they keep getting raided, so they're getting desperate. And when I say desperate, I mean desperate. My back. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. What's happening to that? So there is going to be justice at some point, but it needs to be sooner rather than later. Because the longer the children are in this situation, the more they're going to be at risk because they've been planning it. It's all premeditated. With this corrupt lawyer, here's the source, that's the truth. So this corrupt lawyer is off to prison. And they're probably going to get booted in prison. Booted around, they're going to get booted. They're going to get booted in prison, they are. They're going to get booted up and down that prison cell. Yeah. Funny peace, love and light.